Moving on, 8.1, approval of purchasing, 8.1, approval of bids, 8.2, approval of non-bids.
So moved.
Take them together. Okay, is there a second?
Second.
It's on the table, discussion.
You know,
I-
yeah.
No, are you just taking 8.1?
We took both.
8.2 also, or it goes?
8.1, 8.2 is on the table.
It renews my faith in our great administration when I read the reasoning for the procurement card services and the reasoning to change to another provider, so thank you.
And then on 8.2,
1.2.
yeah, not that I want to comment about what we're purchasing. I just want to comment about the timing, and I know I've said the same thing in previous years. This is a frame machine that we're buying for auto body. However, the money's been budgeted to do that for almost a year now. I would really like to see us with these equipment types of purchases to have them in the classroom when school starts as opposed to when school ends.
Where are you here?
8.2, so we were taking that one.
Oh.
8.2.2. You know, the money was budgeted, and theoretically, the students have missed out on a year of benefiting from it. So if there's a way for us to bump this up in the cycle, I mean, I certainly know that sometimes all the money isn't in-house that needs to be there, but it was budgeted. I would just like to see it in the classroom.
Barb, I don't know for sure, but I think there may have been an issue with this because of the completion of the out-of-body repair facility. So it may not have been we had a place for it at that time, but I hear what you said. So.
He's full of students on Saturday morning. He's okay now.
We're tripping over it.
Okay. So, David, we're no longer going to be sending out hard copy paychecks, is that right? To the extent possible. So, how much money do you think we're going to be saving because of that?
It's about $10,000
Just on the paycheck.
minimum, and that's
What number is that? Annual?
that's inclusive of payroll managers and payroll assistant time.
And
So
Is that per month or per year?
per year.
Annually. It's a nice, good number.
Yeah.
So it'll all be electronic. I feel I should let you know, Triton, we've been doing that for years.
Not given away yet.
He's been saving that since.
Will there ever be a time where it's 100%? No exception?
we are weaning our vendors, for example, but we are going to start requiring in the bids. They're actually clamoring for it. So other than very small businesses, I think within 2 years we can be well over 90%. On paychecks, our challenge are with our student workers and our part-time employees. It's going to continue to be a challenge. This is governed by state law.
Okay.
They will always have the ability to request a paycheck.
Really?
Yes.
Is that different from park districts? Oh, gosh. I left that world 10 years ago.
No,
Yeah.
this is the state of Illinois. Because it's, we've checked IRS rights and there isn't a problem with the federal government making it all electronic.
That's state of Illinois. State of Illinois stuff.
Some people love to feel the check, some people love to cash it before they give the money to their significant other.
That's exactly what I did. Call the
Roll call.
Roll call. Mrs. O'Shire.
Aye.
Ms. Paul. Aye. Mr. Anderson? Dr. Kerrigan?
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian?
Aye.
Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Mata?
Approval, number 9, approval of contracts and grants under new 9.1 projects labor agreement. First, may I have a motion?
Second.
Motion second on the floor. Comments? Okay, no comments? Roll call.
Mrs. O'Shire?
Aye.
Ms. Paul?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan?
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian?
Aye.
Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Mata?
9.2 is the authorization to award and assign. I'll take a motion for that as well.
So
Can
moved.
we do a few of these together?
Okay.
You might want to separate them out.
Well, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Okay, let's do 9.2 authorization.
So moved.
It's motion's made and seconded by Dr. Kerrigan. Now discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. O'Shire? Aye. Ms. Paul?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan?
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian?
Aye.
Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Mata?
9.3 is professional services agreement for information and technology services. May I see the motion, please?
Moved. Second.
Comments?
Yeah, what length of period do we anticipate this $135,000 lasting?
This, Lynn is not here today. This is for a 6-month period. This is a highly skilled person.
So it's a 6-month contract?
Yes.
Roll call.
Mrs. O'Shire?
Aye.
Ms. Paul?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan?
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian?
Aye.
Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Mata?
9.4, acceptance of Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Affairs Small Business Development Center International Trade Center Grant. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Comments?
Yeah. This is one of those grants that, I think serves a really important purpose, but I'm troubled by the fact that we have to contribute $124,000 in order to get $165,000. I know that we've talked about this before, and it's probably grown over the years, the amount that we put in, but I think at some point in time, we need to take a look at what it's actually costing us, in this case, $120,000 in order to get $160,000. The other piece that I found a little bit troubling with this is the grant period is from January 1st to December 31st. To me, that tells me we've already been incurring costs since January 1st, before it was even approved. Can somebody clarify that?
The contract just came literally.
Is it a true statement that we've been incurring costs since January 1st?
Absolutely, yes.
Without knowing whether we had the grant approved or not?
No, there was conversation between the DCO and the College of Lake County. We were waiting for the contract.
We had no official signed contract in
Exactly.
place when we were expending dollars. We'll take a look at these things sometime in the future about how much it's actually costing us to take some of these dollars. There may be a better way for us to provide the same service for $124,000.
Am I correct that this was a charge that we haven't paid, so nothing ventured, nothing gained? I mean, the $124,000, we haven't paid that,
No, we haven't incurred expense. We have at least one employee. And so that person didn't pay.
I don't see any downside, Barbara.
To paying, spending dollars on a grant before it's officially been approved?
I believe we haven't paid it.
What's that?
We haven't paid anything, you said?
Oh, sure we have. We paid salary.
Salary.
Benefits,
Probably.
probably supplies, you know, whatever.
But you pay 124,000 out of your ed fund, so.
And I think the issue, and I understand exactly what you're saying, Barb, is we didn't have the contract in place, is what I'm understanding. We've had this SBDC grant, I believe, for 45 years. I think.
30.
I'm sorry, 30.
It'll be 30
I'm
June
sorry,
1st.
30.
However, we used to contribute nothing, and then we contributed 25%, and then we
Different-
contributed
different day.
50%.
It's a different day, right? It's
And now we're
Illinois.
up
It's a
to 125,000 we're putting in order to get 165.
That's true, and you know, you
That's
feel
right.
like they're
That's right.
bleeding you a little bit every year with these grants. We have the same issue
Yeah,
with the
but
federal grants.
where I'm
I-
going with this,
Yeah.
though, is the 124,000, maybe through our own efficiencies, we can provide that service that's currently being covered for the 165.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know, just take a look at it.
yeah, I had something, why don't I take 1 second too, just to mention, one of the things we're doing here, I meant to mention in my report, is we're gonna be working with the Small Business Development Center and Adam Kahn, and we'll give a report about that in the company that's opening up in Gurnee. But I think we want to also look at the Small Business Development Center in the future and how that can be a part of more entrepreneurialism at the college. We're just trying to catch up with Triton.
You probably had this for 31 years?
No, he's got an entrepreneurial center.
Innovation and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Lunch.
All right.
Do you have signs?
No signs to my office. Roll call.
Mrs. O'Schlager.
Aye.
Ms. Paul.
Aye.
Mr. Anderson.
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan.
Aye.
Ms. Kashirian.
Aye.
Dr. Griffin.
Aye.
Ms. Mata.
Item 10, there are no approval of programs tonight, so we'll go into 11. Approval of human resource recommendations. Let's move on to 11.1, resignations, termination, retirements. So I'd like to move forward with 11.1.1. We're going to hold 11.1.2. We're going to hold 11.1.3. I'll seek the motion on 11.1.4 and 11.1.5. So if we could move forward with those.
So moved.
That would be great. Okay.
Second.
Okay, comments? Roll call.
Mrs. O'Schlager.
Aye.
Ms. Paul. Mr. Anderson.
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan.
Aye.
Ms. Kashirian.
Aye.
Dr. Griffin.
Aye.
Ms. Mata.
11.2, positions, additions, reclassifications, deletions of vacant positions. Unless there's some objections, I'll go on and include 11.3, new full-time employment, and 11.4, new part-time employment, and 11.5, promotions and transfers. Seek a motion on those three, please.
So moved.
Second.
Comments?
Yeah, when I was looking through this whole 11-point section, the whole 11 section, I see that, like in 11.1 and 11.2, we actually list the salaries in there. I'm wondering if we could possibly, like when we go like 11.211 or 11.3, when we're putting the board books together and we're identifying what the DBM is, can we just add another line in there that tells us what that salary range is? You know, we do it for all of the other components in 11, I think that would be easy enough to do. This way we've got all of the information there that we need at one time.
We could do that. That won't be a problem.
Yeah, and like in 11.3, the same thing. Any place where we're just listing the DBM, just add that other line we've done in the other one, other ones that has the salary range. Thank you.
Is okay with that?
Yeah.
Roll call.
Mrs. Olshager.
Aye.
Ms. Paul. Mr. Anderson.
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan.
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian.
Aye.
Dr. Griffin.
Aye.
Ms. Smiley.
Aye.
Alright, moving on to 11.6. We are, let's see. So 11.6.1, we are holding. So we'll hold the 11.6.1, that's the only one there. So we'll hold that. And now, going to close meeting, but let's take a few moments. Make a motion to go into closed meeting.
So moved.
Roll call.
Mrs. Olshager. Ms. Paul. Mr. Anderson.
Aye.
Dr. Kerrigan.
Aye.
Ms. Kashgarian.
Aye.
Dr. Griffin.
Aye.
Ms. Smiley.
Aye.
Let's take a short break and